Hello everybody, I'm just going to give an update video about my base and the changes in 1.7.9. Obviously turrets are added, and another big change was that workbenches and trunks and all that are now breakable, so those two things have a lot to do with how your base is designed for defense. By making it possible to break down chests and workbenches, I've basically lost my ability to force somebody to break a third stone wall. So in effect, my walls just went from three deep to just 2 deep, which is pretty horrible. You do get the ability to use your turrets though for extra defense, so you can build 4 of them. And I've got 1 of them built so far. It is just ridiculous as far as the fuel it uses. I hope they change that. Right now you put in 1 tank of fuel and you get about an hour and 12 minutes or 20 minutes, I don't remember. But basically to power 4 turrets, it's going to be something like 80 cans of gas per day, which nobody has that much gas. So it's, I mean, obviously you're not at risk of being raided unless you raid somebody else. So you would only do it on the days that you're in danger, but even then it's just way too much use. I still have not gotten raided. I don't know if that will change with 1.7.9, but I still haven't even been raided, so it doesn't serve a major purpose for me at the moment anyways, but still just trying to be ready. My plan is I'm going to, obviously I don't have a concern with protecting the lower part of my base. For those of you who haven't seen my other videos, but the lower part here is just kind of my garden. There's nothing much in here anyways. So I plan on putting all 4 in here. I'll probably put them somewhere, in each of these 4 corners. I'll have to lose a couple chests, so I'll have to reorganize some stuff, but I just put this one up here for the moment. My guess is this is kind of a tip for placement. I mean, I'll have a different opinion when I start raiding bases probably, but my guess is people are going to typically come in through doors, and you want to put them close to the doors, but you want to put them in such a way that there is not a direct line of fire to your turrets, because the turrets are pretty weak if they're exposed. So you wouldn't really want one outside where somebody could just keep their distance and shoot at them from afar and just take them out. I mean, then they don't really serve a purpose other than wasting somebody's rifle. So if you were to put them, if I were coming in here, I broke this wall, I came in here, then I wouldn't be able to shoot without getting shot. I mean, maybe if you're quick, you could just run and shoot real quick and then back up and repeat that process. I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. That's something you only really get in the bunkers. I haven't had a need to do that, so we'll see. But my guess is if I were to come in here and have to shoot at them, I would get shot at. So it would be very difficult to take out a turret without getting messed up. So that's kind of my main tip is to make sure if you consider the more likely spots that they come in, and put the turret somewhere where it's not directly visible from somebody standing in, like right here. If I could just stand far away and shoot, then it's useless. If I have to get in close and it's a tight angle, then I'm going to get shot. So I would definitely try to place those in positions like that. So over here, I'll probably just kind of put one here, or maybe in this spot right here. Yeah, probably right here. And I might do one like right here. Try to get some double coverage. I might put one like right here, and I might put one down here, because if somebody were to break through this door, then they would be getting shot here. They wouldn't be able to turn and shoot at this one. I might even get more coverage by one over here that would also double and protect this whole area. So that's just something to consider when you're placing those. But yeah, my wall defenses are definitely lowered now. I still have a pretty strong base, and I just got to get these turrets. The turrets are fairly easy to get. You know, if you do a bunch of grinding in the base, in the bunker, I had the misfortune of doing my first bunker run, 4th floor on hard mode, because I was 6 hours into completely finishing the bunker, and I had a day and a half to wait, and I wasn't about to do that. So I had to do 4th floor in hard mode for the first time, which was really horrible. I wanted the real experience, so I didn't really watch YouTubers doing it first, which is usually what I recommend doing. And it was a pretty tough lesson. I died like 4 times, and it was pretty awful. I'm gonna go on a raid later. I'm getting pretty close. I love the new raid system. You don't have to wait on dealers or the risk of you not getting C4 out of the red crate. So now you have the ability to select. If you don't like what you get, you just refuse it, and then you go back up to the radio and call again, and they'll come right away. So you can select whichever request you want very quickly and easily. I'm not sure I picked the right ones for this one. Things like the chests and the spike traps are pretty crappy, because then you're going to end up with a bunch of that junk, and it's just a big waste. But you know, the C4 is always hit and miss. It could be easy. This time I actually got one out of a red zone, you know, and then I got one out of the red crate, and that was a waste because I could have used it for this, but I didn't want to take that chance. Now this one here, all I have to do is wait for 2 more airdrops, which isn't too bad. I mean, airdrops are pretty frequent, so I mean, with this particular one you can do a raid every 2 days, and I'm sure I could get one where I could knock it out in 1 day, but it is a lot of work. It takes a lot of time to do a lot of these. So I'm going to probably go on a raid tonight and try to make another video, assuming it isn't awful. My last raid was really disgusting. It was really, really awful. I tried out a new theory where if you were to just go to a base and with nothing and die, you could at least scope it out and then decide what you want to bring, because I know when you die on a raid, you go right back to your base, and you can go back and the base isn't gone. So I did that. And what happened was I was able to come back. I loaded up on everything I needed, but all my bases now pretty much always require C4 and a bunch of hatchets. I don't get any easy open bases anymore. So this is kind of a useless trick for me at this point. But I died, I went back, and then I realized I needed more hatchets, so I just died again, because I didn't know that you needed hatchets to open up everything at that point. So I went back, got more hatchets, opened this base. This base was ridiculous. This guy had to have good stuff, but I could not find it. There was just so much crap to open, and I just got unlucky with where I went in. And at the very end, like, the big one killed me, which I didn't care about because I didn't really have anything anyways. I was just trying to like stop to grab one thing, and I think he teleported next to me and killed me. And at that point, the base disappeared. So I don't know if you can only die 3 times during a raid before it disappears, or if you die when the big ones spawned, you can't go back. That's probably what it is. I mean, I wish I knew, and I'm not going to experiment to find out again, but if you happen to know and you want to leave a comment, I would love to find that out. So yeah, that's I don't think I have anything else more to add. I didn't do a whole lot more to my base. I upgraded a few more chests into trunks in this room here. Eventually these are all going to be trunks. I am holding out hope that I might get like a military box or something I can throw in here too, but whatever. I am also probably going to end up making this metal. Now you can get steel in the bunkers, so steel's a little bit easier to acquire. I don't see them really changing the recipe for the walls anytime soon. I currently have enough steel to wrap the floor right now, and then I can get the walls later. That's not a big giant priority at the moment, but that is something I'll be working on. And yeah, so I mean, overall, I do love this update. It's got quite a bit to do now. The event is not that great. I mean, I'm sure if you're kind of a newer player, mid-range player, it's a good way to get oak. For me, you only get about basically 6 oak planks worth of oak out of there. The Raiders are just horrible. They're very expensive for what you get if you get that one. The Tom's Quest was pretty simple and easy, and I think there's one other one I haven't seen yet. So, you know, it's still nice to have one more thing to do, and get oak. You know, is always a great thing to get a little extra oak. As far as upgrading this thing goes, you do need a circuit, and there's no way I'm going to give up my one circuit. I really need to do my bath, finish doing my acid bath. So the circuits are kind of expensive thing to add here. They really need to add an additional way to acquire circuits, because right now they're basically like the new gas tank for higher level players, and that's just too bad. It's just a pain in the butt unless you're cheating basically, and you know, doing the wipe that people do to get more stuff. So that's too bad. I wish they would fix that up. But in the meantime, I guess that's it for now. I'll hopefully make another video tonight with the raid, and hopefully it'll be a good one. All right. Okay, bye.